Right, quick walk around with my Land Cruiser, which is just up for sale on eBay. If you've seen the link, you'll have seen the pictures hopefully, and this will just give you a bit more info. So I've had it for 2.5 years. Trouble-free motoring, had it MOT'd twice, had it serviced twice, changed the timing belt, and changed the only other two substantial things. One of the lower arms in the front suspension, which needed replacing, and the airbags in the rear suspension, which both got punctures at the same time, so I replaced those. In actual fact, there's the old ones in the boxes, the original parts. There we go. So back to the car. I'm the 4th keeper, although technically really only the 2nd. I bought it off a lady who was widowed, so she was the 3rd keeper. Her husband was the 2nd keeper. He worked for Toyota, and this was Toyota's car before that. So he's basically, that family had owned it since new, and I bought it off her a couple of years after he had died, so it really hadn't been used. It wasn't even serviced or MOT'd for a couple of years. It was sat in the garage. Anyway, so I bought it, changed the timing belt, had it serviced, had it MOT'd, and it's all been running smoothly since then. Right, let's have a look. It's 20 years old, the best part of, so there'll obvious knocks and bangs. You could it's got no sensors, the delights of modern cars, so there are scratch and scuffs sort of on everywhere. Wheels are all okay, not too much bubbling. What am I looking at here? Let's see. There's little scratches on the side of the door, you know, where it's banged into things. Little bit of bubbling on that wheel, but not too bad. Locking wheel nuts, of course. There's been a little bit of movement in the back here, but I don't think it's too bad. You can see a scuff here, and there's damage to the rear tailgate. I think in a former life, not nothing to do with me, someone had the back door open and reversed it into something, or something drove into it. So we'll come to the inside of that in a minute. The door works perfectly, so we're on the back. There's obviously a tow hook. The electrics work. I've used it relatively recently. More scratches and scuffs. Sorry, no reversing sensors. Not me, I promise. Previous owners. Wheels all right. A little bit of bubbling around, but only a tiny bit. Not too bad. Just general hedge scuffage, and you know, it's 20 years old and it's been used. There's a bit of scratching, tiny bit of scratching on the wing mirrors and things like that, but not too bad. Front wheel could do with a better clean, but if you can be bothered, I can't. Headlights are all clear, and there's a few little paint chips and things on the front bonnet. You can see bits and bobs of it. Nothing too bad. When I bought it, it had a private number plate. I've taken that off, so it's reverted back to the other one. Inside, pretty standard for a car of this age. There's you know, there's little bits of stuff. It looks like paint flicks or something on the door there, but nothing much. Everyone I've seen that's this age has had the same wear on the seat, if not worse. It's got the original mats. They're a bit tatty, but they work all right, and it's a bit grubby underneath, but not too bad at all. 3 keys, including the master. I could probably do with a battery in one of them. I think it doesn't work with the remote. It's automatic. It's I really haven't used all these buttons since I've owned it. It's what can I say? If you know about it, you know about it. It's all fine. So the screen works perfectly, controls the climate and everything, and the only thing that doesn't work in here is the air conditioning, and I haven't bothered even looking into that. I imagine there's a leak in it. I haven't had it regassed, but I should imagine that it's a bit more than just a regas, but I never really use it. I just open the windows. Passenger seat's all right, headlining's all right, there's sunroof works. I didn't clean the roof, it's too high. What else is in here? Oh yeah, so the dash is a bit cracked, heat damage. I've seen other cars this sort of age where there's little cracks in the dash like this. It's pretty standard for a car this age and this type. Lovely bit of wood effect, isn't it? It's probably real. Okay, move into the back. Electric seats all work perfectly. Yeah, there's no problems with those. Back seats all right, nice and clean. Headlining all right, just a bit of muck where the previous owner had a lot of classic cars, and so he dragged those around. Doors a little bit damaged here, but not too bad. A few scuffs. I think that's probably where the seatbelt got stuck when the door was shut. I'll put the seats down in the back so you can see them down. You know, they're really, you only want a small child in there, but back door's a bit scuffed. It's got a triangle in there. There's got this is virtually impossible to open with one hand, but all the tools are in there, I think. And the jack is just in here somewhere. Again, impossible with one hand. There we go. Yeah, there's the back seats down, and they fold up and hook up onto there, or you can take them out completely. So here's the inside of that damage there. It's slightly damaged the seal here, but you can fix that up, or just not bother like I haven't, because when it shuts, there's no problems with it. Have a quick look in this side. Looks all right. So I know that the other thing that most people are concerned about with these is the suspension. So we'll fire the engine up, and you can see that work. So the suspension thing is here. At the moment it's indicated down at, and so let's go to low first. So you set it down to low, and you will see very slowly settling. There we go, now let's drag it up to high. It says low on the screen there, on the dash. I'll set it to high now. Flashing away, you can hear the pump running in the side here, you can watch it go up. It's terribly exciting, this. There we go. Lovely. Much higher wheel cap above the wheels. Now underneath, if you want to have a look. In there somewhere, look clean. You can just see the bags, airbags there on the left hand side. Right, anything else you want to know? Just send us a message on eBay and I'll maybe see you. We're in Barford St Michael, which is near Banbury, so about 10 or 15 minutes from the motorway at junction 10 or 11. Cheers.